Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Teresa Giudice drops hint she's leaving RHONJ. The fate of the Real Housewives of New Jersey is up in the air after a tense season. The season 14 cast couldn't even get along enough to film a reunion. Instead, they separately watched the footage from the final episode and shared their reactions in real time. Teresa Giudice fueled rumors that she's not returning for another season with her social media activity. Keep reading to find out what she said. The Real Housewives of New Jersey was the fourth of the popular Bravo series to air. Teresa Giudice is the only OG left after 14 seasons. However, rumors persist that the entire cast will be replaced for the next season. The season 14 cast reportedly refused to film a reunion special, leaving the show's future up in the air. Is it the end of an era for Teresa Giudice? Firing an entire cast and bringing in newbies has been done on Bravo before. They fired all of the Real Housewives of New York stars in 2022 after allegations of racism and other problematic behavior. An all-new cast led season 14 of RHONJ, and the newbies are all returning for season 15 when it premieres on Bravo on October 1st. A final decision about RHONJ is still in question. But did Teresa Giudice confirm she was leaving the show with a series of cryptic social media posts? She shared an inspirational quote about moving on. "Sometimes God closes doors because it's time to move forward." She also shared another quote about becoming strong by going through things meant to destroy. Twitter user @LoveCindyC shared screenshots of the quotes. The cryptic quotes about her future come as Teresa Giudice and her husband, Louis Rulis, enjoy a European vacation to celebrate their second wedding anniversary. Bravo fans commented on the screenshots of Teresa's quotes with a mix of glee and skepticism. Check out some of the best comments. "I think she knows she is getting the boot. Brace yourselves for the incoming meltdowns. I think I see a pause in her future. It makes her sound like she's being persecuted. She should be saying this about Louis. Please let this mean she just disappears. She sees the writing on the wall. She got fired." What do you think Bravo will do with the Real Housewives of New Jersey? Will they do a complete reboot or put the show on pause for a year? Sound off in the comments. Teresa Giudice drops hint she's leaving RHONJ. Is this the end of an era? The world of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, has been rocked by recent cryptic comments from none other than the iconic Teresa Giudice. For years, Teresa has been a mainstay of the show. Her fiery personality, dramatic storylines, and unapologetic attitude making her one of the franchise's most recognizable stars. But now, it seems that the longtime housewife may be preparing to step away from the reality television world that catapulted her to fame. For over a decade, fans have followed Teresa's roller coaster life on RHONJ, from the rise of her empire, her infamous legal troubles, and subsequent prison sentence, to the complicated relationships with her family, especially her sister-in-law, Melissa Gorga, and brother Joe Gorga. Through it all, Teresa's resilience and willingness to lay it all bare on camera has kept fans glued to their screens. But after years of being in the spotlight, could she be contemplating life beyond the cameras? A clue in her words. The first hint that Teresa may be stepping away from RHONJ came during a recent interview, when she shared some telling words that left fans questioning her future with the show. "You never know what the future holds," Teresa said in an interview, with a smile that seemed to say much more than the words alone. "I'm living in the present, but if the time comes for something new, I'll know when it's time." Those simple, yet intriguing words immediately sparked speculation that Teresa might be ready to move on. Her statement wasn't exactly a formal announcement of departure, but it certainly wasn't a reassuring message for fans eager to see her return season after season. When asked directly if she planned to continue with RHONJ, Teresa was non-committal, adding, "I'm focusing on my family and my businesses right now, and just enjoying life." For someone who's been such a central figure on the show, her cryptic remarks seem to suggest that she is reevaluating what's next. The long-standing relationship with RHONJ. Since joining the cast in the very first season in 2009, Teresa has been an integral part of RHONJ's success. Viewers watched as she struggled through public scandals, reconciled and re-struggled with family members, and navigated personal relationships that frequently played out on national television. From her infamous table-flipping incident to her emotional reunion with her husband Joe Giudice after his deportation, Teresa's life has been anything to the show over the years is clear. But with everything Teresa has been through, both personally and professionally, one might wonder if the time for a new chapter has come. With a growing family, including her new husband Luis Ruiz, and a blossoming career as a cookbook author, podcast host, and fitness enthusiast, Teresa's plate is undeniably full. So, could it be that her busy life outside of RHONJ is finally prompting her to consider moving on? Family dynamics and personal growth. Another factor that could be playing into Teresa's possible departure from RHONJ is her evolving relationship with her family. Fans have watched her personal life evolve over the years, from her tumultuous marriage with Joe Giudice to her complicated relationship with her brother Joe and sister-in-law Melissa Gorga. But recently, there's been a noticeable shift in Teresa's priorities. Since marrying Luis Ruiz in 2021, Teresa has been very open about her renewed sense of happiness and the stability she feels in her new relationship. This has led many to wonder if her focus is shifting away from the drama of the show and toward building a life that's more private and less public. Could Teresa be looking to prioritize her new marriage and step away from the constant drama that RHONJ often brings? Teresa's relationship with her brother Joe and sister-in-law Melissa has been at the heart of much of RHONJ's drama. And while things seem to be in a more peaceful place lately, fans know all too well how quickly those dynamics can change. Teresa has made it clear that she wants peace in her personal life, and if the strain of filming and the pressure of her family's disputes become too much, it wouldn't be a surprise if she chose to walk away to preserve her own well-being. The businesswoman and entrepreneur. While Teresa has certainly left her mark as a reality star, her career outside of RHONJ is flourishing in ways that could easily support a future beyond the show. With a growing list of projects that include her best-selling cookbooks, a line of sauces and other food products, and her wildly popular podcast, Now Must Be $, Teresa has built a brand that extends far beyond reality television. As any savvy businessperson knows, it's important to know when to pivot. Teresa has spoken in interviews about wanting to focus more on her businesses and her wellness brand, and the idea of stepping away from RHONJ might align perfectly with those goals. It's clear she's no longer the same person who first appeared on the show years ago. She's evolved into a multifaceted businesswoman with a loyal following, and the idea of expanding her empire could be more appealing than continuing on a reality series that demands a different kind of attention. The legacy of Teresa Giudice. Whether or not Teresa actually leaves RHONJ, her legacy on the show is undeniable. From her famous one-liners to her never-back-down attitude, she has become a defining figure not only on RHONJ, but within the entire Real Housewives franchise. Many of the show's most iconic moments were shaped by Teresa's presence, and if she does choose to leave, it will undoubtedly mark the end of an era for the series. For fans of RHONJ, the idea of Teresa stepping away is bittersweet. While the thought of losing one of the franchise's most dynamic personalities is a hard pill to swallow, it's also exciting to think about the new opportunities that lie ahead for her. After all, Teresa has always been a survivor, and she's proven time and time again that she's more than capable of reinventing herself. The final verdict. Will she stay or go? As of now, there's no official confirmation that Teresa Giudice will be leaving RHONJ. However, her recent comments, paired with her growing list of projects outside of the show, suggest that she's at least considering it. With her focus shifting more toward her personal life, her family, and her entrepreneurial ventures, it's clear that Teresa is evolving. But whether that means leaving RHONJ behind remains to be seen. If Teresa does decide to step away from the show, one thing is certain: she will be leaving behind a legacy that is hard to match. Whatever happens, fans can take solace in the fact that they will always have Teresa's unforgettable moments on RHONJ to look back on. If this is the end of her journey with the show, it's been one for the books. Until then, fans will eagerly await any further clues Teresa may drop about her future, because when it comes to her, the drama is never truly over.